Welcome back to another game. I'm genuinely amazed by our rating and the fact that we're now playing 2300s. Is this, isn't it? Yeah, and then here, this is Grünfeld. That we're playing 2300s night out. So taking is the main line. I think we'll play this. Okay. C6 is probably a move to stop that there, and a bit of a... If I go C6, takes... Yeah, then it's yeah, C6 has got to be fine. Queen B3. Okay, E3. So I've got to be looking at knight H5 ideas. Bishop can come to G5 and there. Knight H5 there, and then retreats. I presume you can chase it away if you really want it that bad. Don't know that I do. I think I just want a castle here. And get out of the way, keep hold of some time. It looks like a pretty standard opening here. Probably want to wait for the bishop to move and then take. Maybe I don't even need to take. I need to work out what I'm going to do with this bishop, don't I? Going here. Maybe also, yeah, living here, then the knight comes. So here, am I worried about this? No, I can land it there, can't I? I think that's okay there. We shall see. I also need to not be intimidated by their rating, because they're only 50 points higher than me. Let's look. Tesla is the best. 2070 Bullet, only 14 games. 2279 Blitz, 400 games. 2333, 179 games. Joined 3 months ago from, is it Norway? Yeah. There's a couple of strong players from Norway, isn't there? So let's see. I think this position looks pretty standard, although I don't know it so well. I think like queen coming out b3 is an idea, because often you can lose your way. Oh, yeah, I never really know what you should be playing as black. Because if I go here, then maybe taking is an option. Yeah, what am I playing against this? Queen out? Maybe I should play queen out. Maybe I should play queen out. Maybe I should play d6. Yeah, maybe this was a mistake. I don't know what I'm playing against this, because I can't. If it takes, you can come down here. b6 doesn't feel right. Queen d7. Maybe. Yeah, maybe I want to play my queen out here. Really need to start calculating what I'm playing against this. And there we go. Queen there. Could be a move. Queen there, but then takes, and then takes. I'm left with double isolated B pawns, which are not fantastic. We can play there. Here. Here, there's takes. I think these are my options. I don't really like b6. Doesn't feel right. This doesn't look fantastic either. So this takes. Bishop. Back. Not a big fan of this line either. I think this. It's a lot better. I think I might just suffer from here. You can leave him with double isolated B pawns, and he's got a bishop pair that he could well be picking them off with, or like trapping my rook at some point. The counterplay is if you end up with double B pawns is that the A file opens up, but you just play like A3 or something, wouldn't you? Okay. Not unhappy to see that. There's no good way of defending that pawn, is there? You come back and you lose it. Here. Really, does that feel like a move? Takes. There. Lose the second pawn. To go here. No, it's not a move, is it? I think he's got to take queens. And play a6. Some point. Bishop here, pushes it and probably gives him what he wants. I think I need to be... I don't know what I need to be doing. So he's just going to push. So if I have a6, push. No, that feels kind of solid, but I suppose if I push, then the knight comes into here. So maybe I want to push and have my knight here, but it's not super easy to get it there. That knight there, and then whoop, this knight can go on this journey. That c7 square is going to be an issue. Right. Go to this bishop. There and then there. I think right. I think it's got to come out this way. Other option. Bishop here. No. That is not an option. A5. Now you can push. Yeah, it's not just about this move now, is it? This is about what's the plan in this position. They've got quite a clear plan of coming down the b file, and this bishop is super annoying. I want to get rid of this bishop. Not very easy to get rid of this bishop. Knight there, and it can run back into the pocket. That knight with the rook behind it, and there. Takes. There, but if they do, I'm left with quite a weak c pawn. Bishop there pushes, knight in. It's got to be that, isn't it? Yeah, not really factored in this in combination with this as well. Yeah. I've got retreating this way as well. It's okay. I'd say this position is plus 0.5. The difficulty is how do you actually play this as a human. Yep. So this is coming, so a6. A6, but then nothing. My dark square bishop has got no play. I think I need to get a rook here. Then there. And then I get scattered. Takes. Yeah, I need three pieces on it. I've only got one. Like this kind of thing is worse when you're not castled, because sometimes they can just play b5 anyway, and you can't take with the a pawn because your rook hangs. But at least when you're castled, the rooks are connected to pick up here. Takes, bishop takes, it gives me tempo back here, and then the ability to play for e5. I think I like that. I like a knight king on d7 to look after this b6 square. I'm going to take, I'm not going to think too much about that. And then I think, I didn't look at pawn takes, but I presume pawn takes isn't very good. So this is my first thought. Is this any good? If we trade everything off, if we trade all the minor pieces off, and the rooks, it's probably a draw. But I mean, it might be me that's in a better position there because of this pawn structure. So is going here to trade stuff a good idea? No, you go this way and you get what you want going this way. Maybe you're going here. I get e5 in now. I feel much happier than like 2 moves ago. We need to keep up on the time. Bishop there. Well, I think regardless, really, I'm playing e5. Like if you trade, brilliant. I'm going to play e5 next. This is an interesting idea. Try and lock out e5, but I can play this. Maybe this is a good move. This might be useful now. Where do I send it on this diagonal? Maybe. You can kind of lock me out there, can't you? Play this. Interesting. There and then back. I was like, oh, I can't then play e5. I have to, yeah, if you go, you have to play this, then this, and then this. Slow, but is there anything wrong with slow? There's no immediate breakthrough here for them, is there? I feel like I'm now the one with the play, right? B5 is what they're playing for, but I can just take with my A pawn, and there's no counter play. This is the other nice square that you've got for your knight, which is shut down. I've got to be, I suppose, a bit careful if I play e5 that this d6 square then becomes weak, but that's okay because the only ways of accessing d6 are from here, 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 which are all occupied. So e5 doesn't come with any downside. So if he's not playing this, I'm playing e5, and if he's playing this, okay. Yeah, so played against it, which I understand. Now I think I'm going to play f6 to go e5. He's also giving me this really nice hole for my piece now to live in. Alternatively, bishop there. Knight takes, pawn takes. I play this pawn here, and I'd have a knight living here. I don't mind that as a plan. Kill. Bishops are useless. We've got 8 pawns each, right? Knight's a king. There, takes. Laughing. If you go here, I can maybe slow play it like this and this. Okay, I'm going here. And it kind of cramps up your position, right? You now can't move your g-pawn or your bishop. And your knight is the only piece that can really penetrate this position. Yeah, I'm happy with this transposition so far. And so like the b5 push is the one that I've always got to watch out for. Currently I want to take with the a pawn because we've got rooks opposing each other so they can't infiltrate. If I ever move this a rook away and then they play b5 as a sacrifice, they could then bring their rook down. But in such a case, yeah, okay, now I think I just play... so this is so you can move your bishop away, right? So I can either play for this, which is strong, or this without them trading I don't think is as good. So I think this, takes. Yeah. I'm playing for e5, and the beauty is my rook is lined up with his king, so if after e5 we get some trades, you have a pinned pawn, or my take will come with check. Very good. This rook is out of the game currently, and on bishop e2, yeah, we're playing e5. don't know if, yeah. I'd feel a bit bad if I could see my almost being like a really glorified pawn. This would be quite a funny structure, right? I could see having a big pyramid with the bishop right at the top of it, like a big lighthouse. I don't know how I feel about the bishop not having a return square though. Like if I ever play f5, it's not, it can't be attacked by a pawn, so I'm not going to lose out material wise on it. But the trade is never on my terms, is it? He can always take that with his knight whenever he wants, or offer the bishop trade whenever he wants. And with all the pawns on light squares, it's interesting. So if he does make this trade, the theory would then be, we've still got 8 pawns, I want to just kind of not trade off any more pawns. I want to keep the position down as locked as possible. I've got a knight that I can try and pick off some things, or worst case, I've got the black pieces against the 23-33 and take a draw. We don't have to push for a win and do anything silly. Just need to keep enough time on the board for when pawn pushes are available. I say, currently they've got the only viable pawn push of b5, but we're trying to make something happen. So this is now happening. So this takes. Do I get left with a straggler? Here takes. Yes, I do. Is that good? I don't know. Oh, I'll go this way. G5. Takes. Go for the pawn here. Is that an asset or not? Here. 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 I don't know. I think I'm probably making too many pawn pushes now. Could maybe play f5. Knight here. Don't want to get low on time. What's my follow-up? Like if I play this, is that totally locked down? This and this. Yeah, I've also got the option of maybe putting my knight on b5. Okay. Play here. Push. Takes there. Okay there. Well, this is a threat, right? So takes, say. Push. Takes. Bishop. Check. One takes and push. I'm going to try and keep his pawns on dark squares, do I? So that, well, I don't know, do I? Push. This is difficult to defend. Do. Push. Nope. Push. Take. This is difficult to defend. Please move my king. And push. Takes. Or do I bring the rook over? Push takes doesn't feel good to me. I want to do this. I'm going to make this work. There. Takes. Yeah, there's check. I like rook over. Do I? Rook over, bishop over, push. Takes. Yeah. Takes. I don't know. Is this right? There. No, I don't think it does work, does it? I think I lose the pawn. Well, there. And you can't take because you get mated on this square. Need to move my king as well. What's the issue with this? Takes. Nothing's wrong with it. Actually, I think that was the line that I looked at. I don't know why I then moved my rook. Oh, you... Okay. Yeah, if the king there, you can't take it, you get mated. Rook over. That's good though, because I can take, and then defend. I think. Yeah, if the rook ever moves over, it's then no longer on this file. Or if the king just goes here. Yeah, then takes in this pawn hangs. Okay, so we have to play this. And this. Rook over. Yeah, this. Rook over, takes, king up. Okay, no, so pawn up, king over, rook over takes, push, probably opens up, check. I don't know. Well, maybe I can then start pushing. I get counterplay with a5. Yeah, nice. I think I want to take it and then try and. I don't know, do I? Where do I want my knight? Maybe rook over, king back. Still not threatening to take with the pawn. I'm going to go rook over. Now takes back. He's starting to take with check. Maybe I want to play rook up here and ask you how you defend this. We might just suffer, and of course, if rooks come off and he's got a light squared bishop, like log-wise, it's this triangle here that's going to do me in. If they were on dark squares, I could hold it, I think. Like even this, so there. Oh, you go trade, yeah. This knight is useless. Takes. Is that any good? No. Takes. There. Takes there. No. Right there. Takes. That would have been the king over. This takes this. I think I'll drop this pawn, and I think that's bad news. Maybe I should try to scramble my king over. Do I want to block it off? Where am I even putting my rook? Back here? Yeah, where am I putting my rook? There, maybe there. So this is just a more practical square. Then we drop this pawn and this. I would have found my rook being here, but this is now probably useful. This bishop's going to be such a beast. Yep, why did I play that? If my rook was here, I wouldn't have this issue. There, takes, there, check. Have I zugzwanged myself? Should we just go here now? No? Okay. Takes there. Let's play this. Why do you think he wants to do this? I don't know. This now takes. Really? Really? What should pawn break now? Well, could you get opposition here? Yeah, maybe this is lost then. There. Do I run out of moves, do I? Is it because he's got this? Wow. It's got to be this, isn't it? Here. There takes. Nope. Yeah, nice. I don't have this move. Very nice. Good, really good endgame technique. I thought he blundered into a draw. Is any saving this? there, takes no, there, takes there, no. What's the most fighting? I don't know how I'm going to draw this. Let's have a look. So this is, yeah, d5 is correct. Invitation for the Grünfeld. Knight f3, then play your bishop out. And bishop out. So this is fine, slightly better for white. Castles there. C5, interesting. Yeah, I didn't really like. I thought after this, yeah, I was kind of suffering, wasn't I? Queen there, queen there. Yeah, knight there I was happy to see because we trade. And after these trades, I think I'm doing alright. So H5 is the move. H5 is the move. Yeah. And E5 here. Just didn't play this section of the game very well. Didn't. Yeah, this is now +4. Drop the pawn. Yeah, everything I do here is lost. Oh well. Thanks for watching.